Hey everybody, how you doing? Brett here for TopoRanger. We're at the Pinnacle here in Lancaster County today. This is the Susquehanna River here, looking upriver, looking downriver. Spring is definitely in the air, going to be in the mid-70s today, so it's a good day to get out here and explore. Where I am right now, this spot right here is called the Pinnacle. And it's pretty high. I'd say right here we're probably 300 feet off the river. There's another lookout over there up higher, which gets up to almost 500 feet above the river. So this is about as deep as this gorge gets in terms of distance above the river. And we came here primarily to enjoy the view, but not necessarily from this overlook here. There's lots of rocky outcrops all along this ridge. You can see right there, there's a large area of rocky outcrops upriver. But what I want to do today is an idea that I got last time I was here. So what I want to do today is I want to see if we can get to that point right there. And I'm going to get out my other camera and zoom in on that to give you an idea of the distance. It's lower than we are right now. It might only be 250 feet above the river, but it's a little bit more downriver, and it's more exposed, I think, than this right here. I mean, this is a brilliant view, but I think maybe down there it might be even better. And what we're going to do, we're going to hike back up to the main outlook there, and then we're going to come down along this ridge here. See how it slopes down? And it looks like there's like a pine forest leading down to the ridge, which is right there. And it gets pretty steep. I've never been over there, so this is all new to me. I did bring a rope. I got 100 feet of static rope that I can use as a hand line if I think that I need that, because it looks like it gets pretty steep there. Let's head over there. Let's get started. So we're at the higher of the two main outlooks here at the Pinnacle. Can't quite see it now, but we were just right down there. That's looking upriver. The parking lot's directly behind me. And of course, they have the obligatory info plaque here. Talks about Lake Aldred, which is this lake. Lake Aldred is formed by a dam. It's an artificial lake. 200 years ago, you would have been looking down on a river, a shallow river with dozens of rocky islands and outcrops. It was a very wild river before they raised the water level. All of that stuff now is probably anywhere between 10 and 40, 50 feet below the water level, as you see it right here. It also talks about the deeps. I think there is a deep right around here, which is just an enormous fissure in the riverbed that plunges down some places 150, 160 feet below the surface. Looks like we have a pretty prominent trail here leading down towards that point, so let's go check it out. And you can see the fence. The old fence is overgrown here. It used to go the whole way down here. It's kind of fallen into a state of disrepair. And that's a concrete post. When they built these suckers, they built them right. All right, so here's the trail, and let's follow it. I'm guessing there's probably a trail that goes the whole way down to those rocks, which would be nice. That would make our job easier. Okay, so right, so we had a nice trail coming right down here. Now we're right on the edge. Right over there is where we were on the lower main outlook. I think this right here below us is where we're going to find that pine forest that follows the ridge down. There are also hiking trails around here, but I don't think this one is a hiking trail, although we'll find out if we see any blazes. So let's go ahead and take this trail right here. Getting a little steeper. Whoa. Getting steeper. But the trail is still very, very well worn. You can see it winds right down to the tip there, I think. But it's going to get steeper than this, I think. Oh yeah. Oh. All right. I think we're here. That didn't take long at all. And here's the first view. So you can see we're lower. And the trail goes on down there. But I have to be careful here because I don't want to fall off. Well, we made it. And it was a lot easier than I thought. It only took me about 5 minutes to come down this ridge. And right as I came down, I saw a bald eagle flying right down along the middle of the river. I mean, it was close enough that I could see that it was a bald eagle. As always, we have a nice group of vultures. I'm wearing my helmet just because that way I don't have to think about my head, you know, in the sense that when I'm doing something, I can focus on what I'm doing. If I fall and hit my head, I'll be okay. You can hear the wind. So that's the drop off right here. So if you come down here, yeah, be careful right here because there's nothing to stop you from falling. The other lookouts, well, one doesn't really have any vertical and the other one has some, but it's not more than 40 feet. This goes almost straight down to the tracks right there. So if you come up here, please be careful. But the view is very nice. I thought, oh, here comes a, oh, check it out. Wow. Did you see that? Those two vultures were like, right, I felt like I could reach out and touch them. They couldn't be more than 20 feet right off there. I do have my other camera, so I'm going to get that out and try to zoom and see if I can get some close-ups of these birds. Those vultures were close enough, I could hear the wind going over their feathers. That's how close they were. Yeah, so here's the lowest of the main outlooks. And I'm looking downriver here. You can see the ridge. That's how steep it is. Here's the trail going up. it gets pretty steep, but it never gets vertical. And you don't need a rope to get down here. You just have to be very careful, hang on to the trees. Hopefully the wind's not getting in here. Here comes another vulture. He's just riding the wind there. All right, so right there, that's the second main outlook. That's where we were when we did the zoom in shots from over there. And yeah, that is higher than us, but not too much. So here you can see it's vertical. Right here it goes. There is another look at down there though. So we'll have to see if we can get down even lower. But if there's going to be any fissure caves, they're going to be down in there. All right, so I got my tripod out and I'm gonna try to get some close-up shots of these birds. Hopefully that bald eagle comes back around and we can get some footage of that. All right, so we're looking up the Lancaster side here. This is the rocky outcrop, the second of the main outlooks, and we were basically right there, standing right there at the edge of that precipice. So let's zoom in there, and that'll give us a good idea. As far as distance goes, I'm not sure. When I'm editing this episode, I will figure that out, and I'll put that number up on screen. I'm gonna guess 1,000 feet. Okay, ready? Let's zoom in. And there it is. You see that rock right dead center of your screen, that boulder, which looks to be completely separated from the bedrock. That's right where you stand. Right there, dead center. That's where we were standing. All right, we got some vulture action going down here. The trick is I want to focus on the birds, but I also don't want to fall off the end of this cliff. So I'm going to sit down right here, and we're going to see if we can't. There they are. You see them circling there? And we're looking downriver now. This is around the bend. This is the bend that I was hoping that we would get far enough to see. And we still might, but it might be down there. All right, I just saw the bald eagle again, and I tried to zoom in and get a good shot of him, but I just couldn't seem to do it. The way the light's hitting the viewfinder made it hard for me to see what was going on. But I did see it again, so it is out there. When it gets windy, I really can't talk because there's probably a lot of wind noise with the camera. Now I did see this over here. What's that right there? See that white thing? What is that? Is that a boat? Is that a tent? It almost looks like somebody made a Jimmy rigged a tent right there. All right, we just had another vulture flyby, but where'd he go? He was just there. This is frustrating. They come out of nowhere when you least expect it. They come from below, they come from above. And unless you're standing right there with your camera at that exact moment, you gotta wait. I don't want to put my camera on the tripod because then if they suddenly fly by, I might not be able to grab it and go as fast as I'd like to. Some jets going on there. There's one right there. All right, let's zoom in on that sign. Danger. Hidden 60-foot drop. 1 mile downstream. Huh. So I guess we're a mile from the dam. Oh, is that the bald eagle? There he is. Okay. Let's see if I can get him.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe and ding dong the bell if you enjoyed this video.